In another work-related phone call on Thursday, February 11th, 2021, our most beloved Supreme Master Ching spent precious time to share her love and wisdom, answering some questions that members had on various topics. Today, we are blessed to present the insightful conference entitled Adam and Eve's Exile from the Garden of Eden, Part 1 of 9 on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on February 11th, 2021.
Hello, Master.
Everything okay?
Yes, Master.
Can you see me?
Yes.
Yeah, the most important person. How can you not see, right? No, you are more important. Without you, we can't do much for SMTV. Yes. Thank you again, all of you. Huh, Gay?
Thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master.
Tonight is New Year's Eve. Actually, first of all, I wanted to wish all the people in the world, including us, a better New Year, a better year ahead. I wish all of you, the planet people, and all beings on this beautiful planet, a better year ahead. That there's no more worry, no more fear, no more oppression, no more terrifying each other, no more criticizing each other, no more skinning each other, no more killing each other, either to gain something or to eat. Just being contented with the food that God naturally provides. Like when Adam came down, he said cultivate, farming, organic. Yes, I'm sure it was organic. So I wish all of you a better year ahead. Not just a Lunar New Year, but a better year, yes. And as we get older, we should be wiser, kinder, and more loving, more compassionate, more tolerant, more helpful to each other. And that's what I wish.
Thank you, Master.
Yes. And we also wish that this pandemic should disappear soon.
Yes.
Looks like it's so clever. He keeps manifesting different kind of strategy and forms. So humans keep chasing them forever like this. I just hope that it will get better. I hope humans get better. Then everything will get better. That is the cause. Yeah? That is the real cause of all the trouble. We are the cause of trouble. In the new year ahead, everybody should be more vigilant. I hope so. I pray so. God bless you all. God bless us all. Amen.
Thank you, Master.
Did you enjoy the cakes that I sent?
Yes, Master.
Very much. Thank you, Master.
Very good.
Cakes, and then you have also some present to take home, right?
Yes, Master. Thank you.
And the red envelope with some inside. Yeah, my God. What do they do? Just Christmas and then New Year and then New Year again. Aren't you lucky? It's just the Lunar New Year. The Asian tradition is to give a red envelope with money inside. Mostly it's for kids only, but never mind. You look like my kids, so it's okay. Christmas, normally they don't give money, right?
Not usually, no.
No, just presents, right?
Yes.
And then you got money as well, man. You're getting richer and richer all the time. What to do, huh? Yeah, what to do? You're getting richer and you're still sitting there and staying there doing SMTV work for peanuts. It is true, huh? New Year they gave you peanuts also, right?
Yes.
With some crispy cold outside, hey? Yeah. Is it good? Everything good? Tastes good?
Yes, Master. Delicious.
Uh-huh. You ate them all already?
Not yet.
Not yet, no.
Okay. All right. If it's good, then it's good. Okay? I haven't eaten yet. All right. Now you have cakes, and you have other goodies, and you have chocolate, and you have this sweet stuff. Yes. And then you have how you say these cakes, and then you have a Vietnamese sticky rice cake as well. Yes.
Yes.
Specially sent from Vietnam before. You know, I saved it. Yeah, I saved it all for you.
Thank you, Master.
Oh man, I forgot to turn on the camera. It's all right. I'm trying to be a superwoman, but sometimes it's not convenient. I do everything by myself. I'm getting more talented now. Yeah, maybe I could go out and say Supreme Master has talent. Maybe I win something.
Huh? Okay, now the camera is working. But you can see me without the camera. I have to do many things. Yeah. Never mind. I'm getting better all the time. Yeah?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
More and more super.
Yes.
Yeah? Super woman. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now you have all the cakes, sweets and the chocolate and the goodies, and I'm going to give you a diamond now. Ay. Wouldn't anybody like to be Supreme Master TV team, huh? Yeah. Who else would have everything that you have like that? Huh? Who would, right? Outside there? Nobody, huh?
No.
Personally sent, even with personal instruction and everything.
Thank you, Master.
You're welcome. It doesn't look a lot, but I had to organize and all that. If you're a little busy, I'm happy to do it, just not as good as if I was there with you, huh? And we cannot do too much zooming because we have too many brothers and sisters. We cannot zoom it all. Yes. So you're lucky ones, huh?
Yes, Master.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you.
Maybe you deserve it. Yes, maybe you have good affinity before with me or something. Who knows? I'm too lazy to check. Only when you make trouble, then I can check. Then I can tell you, oh, naughty. Naughty before, naughty now. Change it. All right, look, the diamond I'm giving you belongs to Adam. You know Adam, right? Our ancestor, our first ever forefather, yeah?
Yes.
It's also same from the Jewish story. I think I wear my glasses. Magic eyes. Do I look better?
You look beautiful, Master.
Of course, you would say that. You say that. In Vietnam, we say the mother sings and all the children clap. I'm even better. I don't have to sing. I just cough and you clap. Look at that. The best mother of all. I have the best treatment. Yes. This story is called The Diamond of Adam. Yeah? Or Adam's Diamond. I'm not sure what it's like. I read it, but I have forgotten. Now, I pretend also that I first time heard it, because I forgot everything also. And you didn't know it yet, right?
No, Master.
You did not sneakily read the English book, right? I look at the English book, but they're small printed and they're all compact together, and I'm not so used to it yet. Also we have to find the author to ask for the agreement, yes, that we can read it on our TV. But this one, we already got the permission written. Yeah. He's a nice man. I told you already, eh? Yes.
Yes, Master.
So we can begin now because it's New Year. You have everything, and now you have a diamond. Hmm. Not just diamond for anything, diamond, but diamond from the first ever forefather. From God, eh? Isn't that something?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, I must remember to look into the camera and not look into your direction because they will see only my nose or my ear. Like usual, I always look at you, huh? Because rarely I can do this. I could not do that before, you know, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like we are in heaven. And I just had a new heaven even. I told you I had the first heaven is a washing machine, right? Yeah, small heaven, a small one, but it's working. Yeah, it's enough for a small person like me, small superwoman like me. And the second heaven was
The water machine.
the water dispenser. Yeah, with hot and cold and cool water at the same time. Wonderful. But I don't use it. I don't let it on all day or night. Before I use it, I turn it on. And the thing is that it works immediately almost. Yeah?
Wow.
Of course. Wow, it's the same as yours. I just put it in the like standby kind of plug, you know? Then you can turn it off, turn it on.
Yes.
And also, even I turn off at night, in the morning, the water is still warm enough to drink just fine. Like 39 or 40 degrees, depends on the weather. And then I just drink it. Ah, it feels like heaven. Everything is so convenient. I thank heaven and all the inventors. I thank them all the time. And then now I have a third heaven. Guess what it is? Huh?
Oh, don't know.
We don't know, Master.
Huh?
Cannot guess.
Cannot? Ayah. The dish dryer. Very small, but enough, okay? Yes. Because I feed the wild squirrels and skunk and I have to wash things sometimes. Yeah, okay? Yeah. And it's easier for me instead of I have to dry it. Use a towel and all that, and it takes some more time. My time is so precious that anything that saves time, I feel like is heaven sent. Bless all these inventors who make our lives so comfortable. I didn't know all this existed until some months ago. When I went to another center, then I saw it, and I thought, wow, this is really cool. And the dispenser, you know, I just know it like a few months ago also. The water dispenser, yeah. Thanks to one of your sisters who didn't use it, who left and didn't want it. She has it in other place. You see what I'm saying? So she didn't have to take it with her. Nobody wanted it, so I said, oh, give it to me. I'm so happy. Yes. Yeah, it's getting better all the time, huh?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Now, finish the calendar. This is an all year calendar now. Just a few more minutes, right? What time is it now?
11:36.
24 minutes left.
24 more minutes.
Yes.
Then you become an older man. Older woman. Like me. No, you have some more time to catch up. You will be there soon. Told you, it's nice to be old. Yes. As I don't know, I just feel nice. Because you have more wisdom. Huh? And also you feel contented most of the time. Yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
And if you have work to do, like the way we do, we don't have time to think. Whether or not we are sad or happy or whether we need anybody. Do you feel you need?
No, Master.
Whoever feels she needs already left. So and we were happy for them. They don't know what they're missing. They don't know what they're missing with you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, nothing. There's nothing there to miss, right? So I like to go out and have some bittersweet stuff. So I miss that kind of life, huh? We don't miss anything. I don't miss anything. Do you?
No, Master.
I miss my dogs, my birds, sometimes. When I see something on the screen, yeah, on our TV, or when I'm editing something that has to do with animals, oh, I miss them so much. But I just, cast it aside. I say, forget it. It's okay. It's okay. They're okay. Yes. They have good people taking care of them. Yeah. They lack nothing. And I monitor how they're doing. Okay. It's good. You feel happy still, huh?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master. Thank you for everything.
Contented, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's the most important. Okay, now we go to Adam. Go back to long time in the history, before you and I ever exist in the universe. Perhaps I did exist, because I was very old, very ancient. Oh, many people saw me as an ancient one, ancient Buddha or ancient sage or something. That has very deep wrinkles, so old, so deep wrinkles that he has never seen such an old woman like that before. Why didn't he just never look at me? If he look at me, then he doesn't have to have that vision. It's the same, no? Huh? I see some wrinkles.
We don't see any.
Oh, of course, the machine cheat you. The machine does many things. It could even cheat the vote. Machine is very smart. Some people are scared already nowadays that we might be, dominated by AI.
Yes.
Yeah, they are a little worried already. Yeah, there's some fiction in some other planet. The AI took over because they become so powerful. And the beings, they are so dependent on them that they become more and more developed, in their own way. Yeah. And they just took over and everybody was scared of them. And then they had to get together, had secret meeting about how to get rid of these domineering artificial intelligence robot. So now our world is still human. It's still very much human. But who knows in the future what's going to happen, eh? Okay? So enjoy while it lasts, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Because in those societies, I read it somewhere, in some of the planets, some of the universes, the artificial intelligence there was so sophisticated, so real, looks like you and I, and they're so smart. They can do many things, and they can answer all kind of questions. Excuse me, one moment, okay, guys?
Yes.
I'll be there in a second. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. The most difficult part about a conference or going out to talk in the public is the part of being ready, like getting dressed or getting makeup done. That's the most difficult part. But once it's done, I'm okay. I really don't like dressing up and doing makeup. I have to remember looking through the camera so that people can see my pretty eyebrows. All right, now we go into the real calendar, Jewish calendar. Long time ago, when Adam was still in Eden, God took care of everything that he needs. But one time he committed the grave mistake of not obeying God. All of you know the story? Yes?
Yes.
Adam and Eve. You know or not?
Yes.
We know, Master.
That he ate the apple in the middle of the garden, yes?
Yes.
Master.
Fancy God. How can God punish a man just to eat an apple? And what for he has an apple or tree there if he doesn't want his son to eat? Yeah? But I guess it's something. It's not just an apple. It's just the parable.
Yes.
Maybe it's about the relationship, the physical relationship between a man and woman. Yeah, maybe. Maybe he shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have that, close, intimate, bodily contact with the female counterpart that God had made just to accompany him. Well, but God should have known. Being a God without the physical body, He's all-knowing, omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, no?
Yes.
Supposed to be. We, in this physical body, we have limitations. We cannot access so many things without having to go deep inside through meditation and contemplation. But God did not need to do much like that, right? He doesn't even have SMTV to run, no? He doesn't have to cook his food or anything. Whatever God wants, immediately will appear. So I do not understand why God could not foresee this event between Adam and Eve. Yes. Even, maybe he has seen it, but he just let it be. Just like last time, the two angels, remember? The two fallen angels.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
We would think that the two angels who were so close to God would never do anything wrong, would never think even anything wrong. But they did. They did, and they failed miserably. God should know that. If he's the omnipresent, omnipotent God, then he should have known that. And he should not have planted the organic...
Master, we don't see below your mouth.
Oh, you guys didn't tell me anything.
Was waiting to tell you.
Okay, all right. You can tell any time, okay?
Okay, Master.
Yeah, don't have to be polite. Otherwise, if you don't tell me and I'm into my calendar, then the whole night you see me nothing. You don't. You're too nice, and then you won't see me the whole night through. After that, we finish, and then, Master, we have not seen you at all. Yeah, whom to blame, huh? Okay. It's good that you all look happy today. I can see the smile through your eyes, even if your mouths are closed. People can smile through the eyes, no?
Yes, Master.
Yes. Now, yes. I feel sorry for our forefather, no? The first forefather, because why did God tempt him that much? Yeah, first he made a woman. He should know a man and woman are not supposed to be together so close like that, right? Even the Chinese knew, the Vietnamese knew. We say nam nữ thọ thọ bất thân. Means the man and the woman should never be close together, not be so close, so intimate, and not touching each other, not even looking. So I wonder why God had not foreseen this happening. You think God has seen it beforehand?
Yes.
Yeah, he did, huh? Yeah, and then he didn't say anything, so he can blame Adam. Okay? Good excuse to throw him down. And otherwise, we wouldn't exist today, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God will be too busy. He has to make one Adam after another. He would make like, now we are like billions, right? Yes.
Yes.
If Adam and Eve had not done anything together to make God so-called pretend angry, I think he pretended to be angry. And then God would have made all the humans himself, like the sheer number. He can foresee in advance, maybe. He can see that we will be billions. Yes. So he said, it's better to let them do it. But, you see, because if he let them do it in Eden, then Eden is so small. It doesn't mention that it has any vegetable or anything else except only one apple tree in the middle. Imagine billions of us. Huh? How can God rise us up? And no food. Huh? No drink. So it's a good excuse to send Adam down to earth and tell him he has to cultivate the land. Yeah? Farming and do anything with the sweat of his brow in order to survive. Very clever God, don't you think?
Yes.
I'm just guessing. Please don't be angry if I'm wrong. So, you know better. Now, that is the thing. That's what I guess. Maybe God planned it all along and then blame our forefather. Poor forefather. As all men, our forefather is also helpless. Yeah? Helpless in front of God. He is naive and innocent. And helpless in front of a
Woman.
Woman. Oh, you know everything. How? How can you guess? Very smart. That is the thing, you know? There are two things against Adam, one person. This is my calendar. It isn't right in here. I have not come to the story yet. You want me to come straight into the story yet?
No, Master,
No.
continue.
We have time, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we can talk forever, listen forever. Our forefather Adam and Eve, they are the ones who caused their own downfall. And like the two angels, the two fallen angels that we have learned last time, they are the ones who caused their own downfall, right?
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Yes. But in the case of Adam and Eve, there was a third person involved. There was a snake. Yeah, the snake is the representative symbol of the negative power. But if we don't listen to that, then we would not be harmed. We would not do anything wrong. It is also our fault that we listen to the negative tendency inside of us or outside influence. So we have to always keep vigilant. Where was I? We go back to the story, and then if I remember or not, it doesn't matter. We have another calendar anyway, another time. All right, so now, when Adam was in Eden, God provided everything that he needs. Yes. Only when he sinned, he disobeyed to God that time. Only the one time. So you think God is very strict, don't you? Huh? He made only one mistake. Only one time. And God kicked him out of Eden already. So compared to your master, she's more lenient, right? Yeah, it's not that. Just that God did not have Supreme Master Television. I have. Okay? I have. I need you. The world needs you. And I work with you together. I understand your hard work. I understand your dedication. I understand your purity of love and protection for this planet. So I would not be so strict like God. That's the difference between God and this little superwoman. Huh? Okay? He doesn't have the Supreme Master Television. Before the Supreme Master Television, you remember I told you we just had tents, yeah? And we had no care in the world. We just went anywhere, on the riverbank. We have water right there. We filter it. We cook. We use dry wood from the forest, and we had the water right at our feet. The tent we use just to hide in when it's raining. Normally, we all sleep outside. Or when it rains, some of your brothers just zip up to the neck and stick the neck outside. Like a turtle. Very funny. But we were very happy because we had no care, no worry. Yes. That is the thing. When we have something, we also have to be more responsible and take more care of it. And that is the problem. That's when the conflict can arise because of worry, because of deadline, because of too much responsibility, or feeling too responsible. Like we have to put the best out for the world to look. And we have to do this, we have to do that. We have to improve all the time. We have to organize it, we have to coordinate, we have to fix the things, we have to edit, we have to ponder which one, what is good for the viewers, you see? And all that add up sometimes to the tension. That is the thing. When we have something, we also have to be more responsible and take more care of it. And that is the problem. That's when the conflict can arise because of worry, because of deadline, because of too much responsibility, or feeling too responsible. Like we have to put the best out for the world to look. And we have to do this, we have to do that. We have to improve all the time. We have to organize it, we have to coordinate. We have to fix the things. We have to edit. We have to ponder which one, what is good for the viewers. You see, all that adds up sometimes to the tension. And the viewers saw me, and then that adds up also to the tense energy. That it makes me also sometimes, often very tense. Yeah, very tense. The karma of the world.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Listen, God has only two kids, Adam and Eve at that time. And he's so aggravated like that. That Adam ate only one apple and he kicked them out, both of them. And here we have a lot of responsibility, a lot of work. And so if sometimes we have a little on edge feeling, then it's normal, okay?
Yes, Master.
No wonder God was very tolerant to humans, because he said to the angel, it's so easy for you to be dedicated and working smoothly because you're made of fire. I think maybe fire could also mean light, huh? And humans are made of earth, of soil. Therefore, it's heavier. It's a more inert material.
Yes.
And the other material is, you can see, okay, even if it's fire, it's very light. Nothing you can catch. And you better not catch the fire. Anyway. And now you have it, now you don't. Yes, it's very simple. The condition of the wood or the oil or the petrol, those things, and the wind and the air made up to create the fire. But then it could also be gone if those elements are not found together. The same with us. Actually, we are also made of many elements together, like fire, ether, air, water, and also some iron. The iron in our body could make a couple of nails. Imagine that. So we are not all that expensive, really. All the iron can make only a couple of nails. What can you do with a couple of nails only? I use a lot of nails. Whenever I move somewhere, I always bring a box with me. A screwdriver, or some screws, some nails, different sizes. And then I will nail them wherever I can to hang my clothes or to hang the stuff that I don't have space for, or I don't want it on the ground. But if we take some nails inside our body, only a couple, then we cannot do much, right? I need more than a couple. You too, if you need them. I'm very handy. Everywhere I go, I take some very handy stuff, like some metal wire, very thin, easier for me to twist them. And a hammer, a screwdriver, a Swiss knife, and what else? The pliers. These I always take, mostly when I can. If I'm too in a hurry, then I cannot, of course, but then I would ask to buy, or I buy it myself. These things are very handy. Yes, you can do many things with them. You can also stretch them outside to hang your clothes, like that. If the wire, you don't make it too straight, you make it loose, yeah, and then you can put your clothes and then twist a little bit, and then your clothes will hold on it. When you don't have other things like the coat hanger or any, clothes or pegs,
Yes.
yeah, then you can use the metal wire to twist your clothes, a corner of your clothes, and it holds. I can do many things. If I don't have that, and I have soft string, and I have these coat hangers, the triangle one, I would also make it loose. The string is loose. And then I use the coat hanger to hang on it, and then I twist the thing to hold the hook.
Yes.
So that the coat hanger will stay.
Wow.
So you don't need to have another peg on it. Whatever situation, you can try to use your IQ, Because if I keep moving a lot, I cannot have a lot of people with me. I don't want to. I don't want to bother people. And also people's energy are different from me. So sometimes being alone is a blessing. And then if you keep moving, you cannot always have everything, okay? If I don't have anything else and I hang on the tree branches and all that, it's also okay. But it is easier to fly away. So I just have to tie the two sleeves together You knot the two slits together so that it doesn't fly away, also fine. Or if I'm on the riverbank, then I just put it on the rock, just flatten it out on the rock. And when it's a sunny day, it dries in no time. Of course, I don't wash when it's raining. All right, my God, where am I going? We're supposed to stay in Eden, but now we're kicked out already. Fine. After God kicked Adam out of Eden, and one time he missed him. He missed him and he felt sorry that he had kicked him out of Eden into the hardship of the material world, that he has to sweat to find a living, to find sustenance, like planting vegetables, planting another apple tree from which he can eat as many as he wants without God watching. Yeah. But it's a hard work. The farmer work is very hard work. I wonder maybe that's the way God ordained us to do. That's why farmer people, they are very happily married. They say the most happy marriage is a farmer's marriage. Maybe because that's the way we should do. We should labor with the sweat of our brow in order to find the food to eat. Maybe that's the way God ordained it. Maybe that's why farmers are happy. They are the most happy. And then the next is, I think, doctors. And the other is business, business people. There were 4 or 5 types of marriages that last longer and unhappier. That's what they said. But I remember that farmers are the most happily married people. Maybe they toil together every day.
Yes.
One has to rely on the other. And then at the end of the day, they can harvest their own food and feel contented. And the food that they harvest is fresh, is next to them, with their own energy permitted in it. Thus, I guess they feel healthy and happy also.
Yes.
This farming food doesn't have to go through any long distance and be contaminated or maybe influenced by other people's energy, mood, and maybe sickness even, just like now we have with the pandemic.
Yes, Master.
So everything is contained in their own environment. Actually, there's somebody that has said to us that we should eat local, within a 50-kilometer radius, not further than that. I guess because of energy, the question of energy. Because even though you live with other people, but within the 50-kilometer radius, you are mixing already with them together, like a family. The energy is kind of harmonizing with each other. So it's not too far from your own elements or your own energy. Thus, when you eat these foods, you do not feel too much conflict. Yes, with your cells, with the elements within your own body. That's what I guess, I think. So now, God one day sitting alone, I guess he's lonely, eh? Sit alone in heaven and then remember Adam and feel kind of sorry. Yeah. So one day, God went down to the material realm to look for Adam. He asked if he's okay, if he's healthy, how is he doing? And then he asked Adam to come with him to a special place already prepared with all the best food, everything, the best delicacies and everything. So Adam sat there and ate vigorously. After Adam ate and drank to his heart's content, God asked him, "Hey, Adam, now do you wish to go around the whole material world so that you can have a glimpse of everything or not?" Adam said to him, "No, I don't want to go anywhere." Typical man. Yeah, when he's comfortable, he has his food, he has his drink. Why would he go anywhere? Huh? I agree also. I am also like that. But unfortunately, I had to keep moving, but I am lazy to move. I don't feel like it. Even when I was younger, I went around because in Europe, like in France, in the month of August, it is the law that you cannot work that month, that your employer has to let you go on holiday that month. Mostly Paris is empty in August. Yeah, no matter what. I even went to some other country, Italy, where I never go anywhere. I just went because I had to go. Uh, I mean, they pay for you 1 month free. You can go on holiday. So I just went. Why not? That's all. So he said he didn't want to go anywhere. But God insisted. He said, anything you want from here, you can take it with you. Anything that your heart desires, but you have to go. I guess God understood. He's a psychological expert. So he worried that maybe Adam did not want to go because, he has food, has drink, has beautiful scenery, and so why should he go anywhere? So God knows that. So he said, anything you want to take, please take it with you, but you must go. Oh my God. I thought God was just asking, but now he forced him to go. So he said he didn't want to go anywhere. But God insisted. He said, anything you want from here, you can take it with you. Anything that your heart desires, but you have to go. I guess God understood. He's a psychological expert. So he worried that maybe Adam did not want to go because he has food, has drink, has beautiful scenery, and so why should he go anywhere? So God knows that. So he said, anything you want to take, please take it with you, but you must go. Oh my God. I thought God was just asking, but now he forced him to go. All right. And then Adam went with God, and he took him everywhere to go to see some of the most precious treasures in Eden. He allowed him to take anything he wanted, and he chose. So Adam looked around and he saw everything. He saw all kinds of gardens, beautiful fruit and vegetable gardens, animals, and all kinds of palaces, all kinds of beautiful clothes, dresses, and many treasures that are full of jewels like gold, diamonds, and all kinds of precious jewels. But he did not take anything. Wow. Mostly men don't like it, huh? Only women love to have this stuff like me. I don't really love them that much. They just here already for a long time. It happened from last time that I took it with me because I changed the place and I didn't leave it there, so I put it in my bag, and today I just saw it, so I just put it on. Finally, Adam went to a treasury and to a store full of diamonds. And each diamond was as big as like a watermelon. Wow. Yeah, and shining brilliantly. He was thinking to himself, even with just one big diamond like this, I can live comfortably all my life. So then he agreed. He took the diamond, then he agreed to go everywhere to have a look in this world, in this immense physical world. He took the diamond and he went out of the gate of Eden. Behind him there was one angel who accompanied him. When he passed the gate of Eden, Adam turned his head and looked back, and he saw the sword, the gleaming swords of the seraphim, who are the guardians of the gate. Then he felt very sad. Suddenly he felt very sad. He wanted to change his mind, but it's too late. It's too late. So he had to continue to keep going until he found a stream a water along big stream, and then he was thinking how he could cross to go to the other side because the stream is big, maybe a river. Yes, it says stream here, but it could be a river. And then he stopped there, thinking, and the angel that accompanied him up to now asked him, "Why are you hesitating?" He had not finished his question yet. He used his hand to push Adam from the back and said, "Cross over the river now, fast, quickly." So Adam was pushed from behind and he lost his balance. Also, the diamond fell into the river. He screamed at the angel. He said, "Why? What did you do?" So the angel said to him, "Why are you questioning? Just put your hand in the water and retrieve your diamond." So Adam went into the water, and then he saw in there, thousands, millions of diamonds.
Wow.
Yeah. Every one of them looked exactly the same. And he didn't know which one was his diamond because they look all the same. The angel who accompanied him asked him, "What's taking you so long? Why don't you retrieve your diamond?" Adam said to him, "I'm not sure which one is mine." So the angel asked him again, "Do you imagine that you are the only one who was kicked out of Eden and took with him one diamond?
I see.
Do you know, before you, there were thousands, millions of people who had already been kicked out this way." And I thought there was only one forefather. So God has been making a lot of Adams. And a lot of them also had not been any smarter than, none of them were smarter than the others. So that's how it is. Amen. So what do you think, guys? Suppose if God asks you to go out again, don't ever, okay? Because you imagine outside may be better, but it's not. And if you attach to whatever property you have in your hand, it could be taken away anytime. You know it by now. People know it by now with the pandemic. Many people lost their lives, lost their loved ones, lost their jobs, lost their livelihood, lost many things.
Yes.
Lost livelihoods mean also losing your properties and losing your dignity, your security, everything. Maybe losing your marriage, your loved ones because alive, because the economic situation doesn't afford you to keep each other. Or maybe you don't feel safe to live with each other anymore when there's nothing to hold on to. Sometimes the property holds people together because they feel secure. And when there's nothing anymore, people kind of leave because maybe the grass on the other side is greener. Then they left, and then they probably feel sorry. We have also many, I have seen many from our group. Then they came back, mostly came back feeling sorry. So, any questions? No?
No, Master.
I also added some calendar into it already, right? So
Yes.
it's not like straightforward story. So this is the thing. When we are thinking or relying on material security, we will be in for a big surprise. Yeah, many times in life it's like that. If we are contented with whatever we have, then we will be happier. Many of the saints and the saints, they don't care much about material things. And they also don't care and they are not attached to them. Whatever they have, okay? And they're happier that way. Yeah, I'm happier also when I have not much. Like I told you in Rishikesh before, yes?
Yes.
I have only 2 pairs of Punjab clothes, cotton. And that is that. And some towel, of course, for convenient use. And, one samosa per day. The rest I bake chapati, a cup of chapati on the open fire myself. I eat with cucumber and peanut butter. Yeah. And I was very happy. Yes. I could imagine myself living the same way again and again. I would never regret. I would never miss anything else. But you cannot have everything. So nowadays I have nothing. I have to leave my birds behind. I have to leave my dogs. And I sometimes miss them. But I thought they're okay. Better than millions of people who are in trouble, who are short of everything, and also in danger all the time. So I tell them, please, be contented, be happy. Even not happy, just sacrifice for the sake of others so that I can be more free to do my work. And that doesn't mean you don't miss them, okay? And that doesn't mean they don't miss me. We just sacrifice. And I thank all of you also if you sometimes feel sad or homesick or something, but you decided to stay and work together for the sake of a bigger picture, a bigger family, like the world. The world is our bigger family.
Yes.
Yes. Also, actually, without the world, we also cannot exist.
Yes.
Yes. We owe them the food that we ate and eat, and the clothes that we wear, and the comfortable things that we have every day. I'm very grateful even for the light, for the telephone. I told you I'm grateful for everything.
Yes.
Yes, truly like that. Very grateful. I'm grateful to the sun, the moon, the stars. I thank them often, whenever I see them. All right, we can continue with the Adam story. You want to?
Yes,
Yes, Master.
thank you.
So I know I done this one. Originally, I opened and there is a story called the gate of the paradise. But then I thought, oh, it's New Year. I should give you a diamond. And I saw we lost it. Our father lost it for us. This is a story where God wants to tell us that material things are not reliable. Yes. And if he stayed in the paradise, he would have had all these diamonds. He wouldn't have even needed it. Yes. But he was not contented. Yeah. He made mistake and God gave him a second chance to go back to Eden. And then he forgot it again. He's tainted with some worldly thinking. He was thinking, oh, if I have one big diamond like this, I could live outside easily, comfortably. Yeah. And then lost the diamond. Maybe lost life also, of course. Yes. Take one diamond and lost it, so he's not going to live comfortably again, no? As the way he imagined he would. We always imagine the grass on the other side is greener until we go there. This is the thing with our mind. It tricks us all the time. All right. I think you are over that, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Yeah. Maybe all of you, maybe some of you, maybe most of you, who cares? I will know soon enough. Sometimes I thought like that. I'm kind of naive. I trusted everybody. Until not. All right. Until they show me a different story. Now, we continue with Adam's story, okay? We have one here. You see, when Adam was kicked out of the Eden, when he looked back, he probably hesitated, probably thinking going back. But then at that time, all the angels with these blazing swords all over, nobody can get in. It's easy to get out, nobody can get in. You can't even take anything with you. It's just illusion. Yes. He should have said to God that, no, I miss you. I want to be with you. I made once mistake. I won't make it again. I want to stay home. No. He thinks with this diamond, big like that, he's going to live comfortably. Then he would not need God.
Yes.
Because he saw the diamond. If he didn't see the diamond, probably he wouldn't have wanted to go.
Yeah.
This is our greedy mind that make us trouble. Make us like imagining something that is not happening. Yes. And we imagine, we create our own world and then we think it's going to be okay, but it will blow it in our face one day or another to tell us that nothing here lasts. Yes, except the love of God, except our true home. You see, when he went around everywhere, he saw gold and stuff like that. He saw treasure, he saw other jewels, fruit, gardens and everything. He did not feel the desire for them. But when he saw this big diamond, as big as the watermelon, I wonder how big is that? Some watermelon about this big. Some about this big. Yeah. Like half of my arm length and thick like that. I saw them, yes. And then mostly people cannot buy them all. They have to slice it and give to you some part. Except the maybe big company or big restaurant, they buy them, then they can distribute. But for one family, if you buy this big watermelon, it will last forever and it might go bad, yeah? You don't want to eat watermelon every day, that is the thing. Because we have choice, we are spoiled. We're spoiled with choice, that's why. He saw treasure, he saw other jewels, and fruit and gardens and everything. He did not feel the desire for them. But when he saw this big diamond, as big as a watermelon, I wonder how big is that? Some watermelon are about this big, Yeah. Some are about this big. Yeah. Like half of my arm length and thick like that. I saw them. Yes. And then mostly people cannot buy them all. They have to slice it and give to you some part. Except the maybe big company or big restaurant, they buy them, then they can distribute. But for one family, if you buy this big watermelon, it will last forever and it might go bad, yeah?
Yes.
You don't want to eat watermelon every day, that is the thing. Because we have choice, we are spoiled. We're spoiled with choice, that's why. Not like one of the story in Vietnam. You remember I told the story of Vietnam, one of the adopted, the prince of Vietnam before? The king kicked him out.
Yes, Master.
And then exiled him to a wild island. And over there he found these watermelons. And then they survived on that. They even sold it afterward. He drew a map on the watermelon, and the boat people found him, went there, and then made business together with watermelon to exchange for all the necessity. Then he lived fabulously. Because he believed in God. The king thinking that, he has to be faithful to him, grateful to him because the king gave him everything, even adopted him as a prince. But he said, no, God gave it to me, which is true. Yeah, because we have to realize that we came with nothing. Even the king also came naked, right?
Right.
Yeah. So every day, even if I give things to eat for the birds or for the squirrels and all that, I said to them, you thank God before you eat, okay? God gave it to you. God gave it to you. Sometimes I forget. I say, I gave it to you there. Go eat. But I say, that's from God. You must thank God before you eat. I never thought it's from me, even if I say that. Same with all the charity or even the lecture I'm giving. In my heart, I always know it's from God. And it is true, because after I talk to you, I hardly remember anything. Whenever I have to kind of edit the BMD that you gave to me, to ask me whether or not it's okay, any mistake or anything, And then I read it or I look at it, I saw it, it's like brand new to me, like I heard it the first time. Of course, I remember one bit here and bit there. When something evokes my memory, I remember, but I don't remember the whole thing, just one or two part of it. If I'm made to remember, if you let me see the lecture I made long time ago, like 10 years, 5 years, back then when I was a beginner, I don't remember a thing. And if you give it to me to edit or to check, recheck, I sit there with big eyes, wide ears, fascinating. I was mesmerized. Wow, that was really cool. Really nice, really wise. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not because I said it, because I forgot it all completely. And I had a chance to look back at, oh my God, I forgot everything. And I just sat there, just like I never saw it before. I sat like, wow, really? Then I understood. At that time, I understood why the so-called disciples loved them so much. Because it's truly logical, truly real, truly truthful. And there's nothing you can debate about it. There's nothing that is not to like, okay?
Yes.
Okay, right. So now we go back to Eden, or outside Eden. We're out already, kicked out already. Thanks to our forefather Adam. So God made many Adams, eh? We thought only one. And they all made the same mistake. Aren't the men so unclever? My goodness. And why God did such a lousy job? Again and again and again he made the same mistake. So I think we can blame God also. Sorry, sir. You have to improve. I improve your product. Yes. So you can blame woman and man. They, struggle to live with each other and quarrel and having heartache, having trouble quarreling all the time and having broken marriage and all that stuff. Because God did not make us perfect. Or maybe God made us perfect. We cannot blame God, it's just us. We are not strong enough to withstand any temptation. But how can you withstand the temptation in heaven? Even here on earth, we are tempted many ways already, right? We cannot even stop our desires of one thing after another. But in heaven, the things there are much, much, much more glorious, much more glamorous, much more tempting, much more beautiful. So how can Adam not fall? You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Maybe God knew it. Maybe God wanted him to fall. So that they
Go out.
of Eden and spread all over, multiply into children and great-great-grandchildren, and then fertilize the whole planet. Make more apples. Thanks to Adam that now we have apples to eat, no? Probably he knows how to plant apples, okay? From Eden, probably he took one or two seeds. Maybe before God kicked him out, God gave him many seeds, to cultivate all over the planet. That's how we have so many things nowadays. Yes. Isn't that a miracle? You don't even know where you came from. You were born, you grow up, and there we have apples already.
Yeah.
We have watermelons. We have apricots. We have, grapefruit. We have grapes. We have jackfruit. We have durian. We have, oh my God. Huh? All kind of things, yeah? All kind of fruit, all kind of beautiful vegetables, and beautiful trees, which give fruit, give shade, and give oxygen. Yes. Isn't that a wonderful planet? Huh?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Isn't it? Huh? Yes.
Yes.
We take it all for granted, but we should realize that really we have everything we need, except we have to share with others so that there is no poverty, no hunger in this world. We have to stop polluting our planet so that the weather doesn't become haywire. There are many other things happen because of that, because of climate craziness. Now, many places don't even have water to drink. Many places on the planet don't have enough water to drink because we populated more and more people all the time. And then the climate is not favorable for more people. Nowadays, we have pandemics. It makes things worse. Many people cannot work. Like fruit and vegetable shortage, and the price has gone very high. It is truly like that. Because my company, if it doesn't affect you, you will not. Because my company, for example, one of the vegan food making companies, they report to me, say nowadays many the materials are very high priced and even shortage. Like they cannot export this and that because not everything they make is from the native land. They imported something, but it's very difficult. Many things have shortage or take long time to arrive. Yeah, everybody has trouble nowadays like that. But this is our company. We work inside the company. It's not all that bad already. Imagine restaurants, yes, bars, coffee shops. They have to serve people directly. And they cannot. Because, the government closed many small businesses, except the essential. Like maybe supermarkets are open, but many others cannot open. And there are short of people who do the farm work, even picking vegetables, picking fruit. There are shortage everywhere. The other day I looked outside in the garden where I live. I saw one mango tree in front of me, but it has no fruit, no flower, nothing. In other places also like that, only a couple of fruit. And then I realized I don't see any bee anywhere. Because they don't pollinate, that's why the tree doesn't bear fruit. Yes. And then suddenly I saw, oh my God, there's no bees around here even. And the next day, the couple of bees came. And I want to drink water. So I put a basin outside for them. But they like to go into the sink because that water is too deep. So I put some sponge, They're more attracted to this yellow sponge, look like flower, they're more attracted to color, look like flowers. So I put sponge on the water, it floats, so they can land on it. They can drink from the sponge as well. But I don't see them anymore. Maybe they just came to say hello because I say there's no bees. It's often like that. When I say, how come there's nothing? Then they come. The other day I also said, oh, it's a new place, how come no birds? And then the birds came. They came to visit, but then they left. I was thinking to feed them, but they are not permanently there. Maybe from somewhere else come visit. And chirping, singing around for a while and then go. Sometimes they come also to tell me something, but it's not their place. They tell me things. Truly, animals can tell you things. You know, many people read in the Bible or somewhere on the Holy Scripture say that the animals can communicate with you. Yeah? Ask the birds and they will tell you. Ask the fish and they will indicate or instruct you. Ask the animals, then they will help you. Truly like that. Nowadays, even worse. Some people are so much influenced by demons. This is a time when the demons come and want to destroy the world. We have extended some years, of course, but this is still their time. So even the top religious leader, I heard them say something truly more than nonsense. As if they all were made deaf, dumb, and blind. You know, or top politicians, many of them. As if they don't see anything. Everything they do or say is all illogical, or unreasonable, or very, very far from the truth, far from logic, far from reason, and far from the most common sense of all. Even some top religious leader, I have just read in the news a few days ago, I said, what? Cannot he see the truth? No, looks like they're all blind. And the top politicians, some of them, I thought, my God, how come they don't see anything? How come they talk like that? I'm astounded these days. Seems like everybody has become blindfolded. All of a sudden. Truly like that. You read some of the news. Maybe I did not even collect that because I just shook my head. I said, my God, why did he say such things? Cannot he see it? No, it's like they are blind. Like the whole flock of sheep or something together or blind together. He's kind of one of the top religious leaders. And he's criticizing President Trump, for example, but he didn't mention the name, of course. But it's completely illogical, completely opposite of the truth. And I was so surprised. I know many of them are not enlightened. But the thing he said is worse than... It's just like some of those politicians outside without seeing anything correctly. Like suddenly they're all blindfolded together. Oh my God. I just was so surprised, so shocked. It's truly the time of demons that they have to do all this and testing everybody. See, you must have faith strong. Otherwise you'll be blind, deaf and dumb as well. Just like Adam, hey? Yes.
Yeah.
Born from God, made by God, lived next to God and still fell. And then God gave a second chance, come back and attracted to the diamond. God. And thinking the diamond can help him survive all his life. He doesn't have to do anything. Once you're out of Eden, you're like everyone else. You have to sweat to earn a living. You have to fight with the negative influence outside, if you could even fight. In Vietnam, we say a strong tiger could not defeat the whole a pack of wolves. A tiger is supposed to be the king of the jungle. But he's alone, even though he's the best, the strongest. He cannot defeat the whole pack of wolves. That is similar to our world like that. If you stay with the same-minded community, do the same thing, have the same ideal, look in the same direction, then you're stronger. If you're out, then it's different. Okay?
Yes.
All right, now we go back to... I promise, I'm coming back now, okay? And we left the Eden for too long already. We can't come back, but we can talk about it. We can be like homesick about it. Okay, now here. In the beginning, when Adam first had been driven out of Eden, he and Eve could not get used to the new and also very harsh kind of life. Yeah, now they have to plant vegetables, they have to plant fruits, they have to pluck the fruits, they have to harvest the vegetables, etc., etc. Yeah, God has ordained that. So they were very, 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 very miserable. It was very harsh for them, very hard work, hard life. In the Bible, it doesn't mention this kind of situation. But we humans can understand, can imagine that, right? Hmm?
Yes.
We humans, we live day to day with this kind of hard life. We still cannot bear sometimes. Not to talk about the holy beings like Adam and Eve, made from God's hands, used to paradise. Everything they want, they just have. Except that apple, of course. Except the apple in the middle of the garden, don't touch it. Yeah. Then they have to. Typical human, no? Whatever you're told not to do, you want to try. Even though you know it's bad. It's just the ego. Ego. But this is also fine. Suppose if you have some urge inside you, some inventive kind of surge that develops within you, and you just want to do it, you want to try it, then it's okay. Otherwise, I think humans will not develop so many things like what we do nowadays, what we have done, inventing many things and going to the moon, going to Mars, even though it's a hard and almost an impossible dream. Before, nobody could dream of going to the moon and all that. Now they go into Mars and then Venus next. They want to see if really there's life on Venus. How much evidence points to it. Maybe they could find it. Venus! Martian, they're coming to get you. You better prepare the vaccines. Okay? Any vaccine, all the vaccines. They have all kinds of diseases on this planet that you have never heard of. You better be prepared. If they go there, they will find you. Good luck. I'm worried for them, truly. I'm worried. Knowing us, knowing the humans, know how they are, I'm worried so much for them. All right, good luck. Pray, you, Venus, and Mars people. So we, the humans, will surely know the hardship and the feeling of desperation and misery from Adam and Eve when they were first kicked out of Eden and had to become normal beings and had to get used to the hard life. In here, the book says that even though the Bible doesn't mention about the hardship that Adam and Eve had to endure, but humans would understand, would imagine, would know it. Because many places in the Bible, for example, that have been edited, deleted, and have been filled with other stories.
Yes, Master.
Like ancient stories or folklore or people stories or just fiction or something that you cannot even believe in. So this is one of the stories that we cannot, it's from the book, okay? One of the stories that we cannot confirm, we cannot prove, but is circulated since 1,000 years, like this. After being driven out of Eden, Adam and Eve built a little hut, and both of them contemplated for 7 days non-stop to repent for their sin that they have committed and the mistake that they had done. After that, after 7 days, Adam stood up and went all over for 7 more days looking for food. In Eden, he didn't have to do this. You see, there's a big difference. In this time, I think they have not done the farming yet. They have just been out of Eden, and they sit there 7 days long, repenting, regretting, and praying. And then after 7 days, probably hungry, The retreat's over hungry. So he went all over looking for food. He had not found anything to eat because his main profession before, and it's probably the first ever profession, occupation of all humans, is gardening. So he found only dry hay and dry grass, which are reserved normally for animals. So he suggested to Eve that both of them have to do more penance, more repentance, and hope that God will forgive them one more time. For Eve herself, she went into the middle of the Tigris River. She stood on top of a rock, and the water rose up to her neck. She stood there, not speaking anything, for 37 days. Wow. This is the legend, okay, that circulated since thousands plus years. And Adam also stood like her, but in the middle of the Jordan River, or both the different rivers, for 40 days long. On the 38th day, Eve saw Satan and was cheated by him, deluded by him again. Satan manifested himself into a being like an angel, and Satan came and begged Eve to come with him up to the bank of the river, and then he will find something for her to eat. Eve could not withstand her hunger, so she left the water, went to the bank. And at that time, she immediately realized that this was Satan. No. Eve went up to the riverbank. But at that time, Adam recognized that this real entity was Satan. So he yelled at Eve. He yelled loud at her. He said, "How can you let yourself be fooled by our enemy one more time, huh?" So Eve could not withstand this mistake again. She could not feel comfortable again. She felt very, very bad, sinful, guilty about this second fall by temptation. So painful. She felt so painful, so guilty, so bad. So she fainted, fell down on the ground.
Oh.
Poor Eve. She's only a woman, weak. Physically also, yeah? Physically, women are weaker than men and smaller, the size, always the same. But I wonder why God made a woman from a man's rib. I wonder how big is the rib? Even if we are small, but how big is Adam's rib?
Yeah.
Adam must be like 100 foot tall. Yeah. And his rib must be your size, or my size at least, yeah? I'm small, but this is a big rib. I'm a big rib. So I wonder all this story. Yeah, but of course, with God, everything is possible.
Yes.
I have to look into camera again. I keep looking at you guys. You're so attractive, my God. No wonder I'm sitting here, not in Eden. All your fault. Okay, now. And you're all wearing masks. Imagine if you don't. Huh? Yeah. That's because you're vegan, huh? People cannot take their eyes off you, right?
Yeah.
That's what the animals told us every day, no?
Yeah.
On our TV. So now Eva felt absolutely like rubbish inside, rotten and so guilty, so she fainted on the ground. At that time, Satan, the king of devils, told Adam, "Because of you, I was expelled from heaven." Satan, this is one of the fallen angels, I guess, yes? So he accused Adam. He said, "Because of you," because Adam is human, one of the humans. It's because of you I'm expelled from the garden. When your form had been just created, I was kicked out of paradise, out of the sight of the holy face of God. And then I was also dismissed from all the angels' company, from all the angels' unit, yes. So after Adam heard that, he begged God to please place this enemy far, 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 far away from him. Because this enemy has always wanted to ruin, to destroy his soul and his purity. After that, Satan became invisible and disappeared out of sight of the humans. And then Adam ends the period of repentance and begins new life. With his wife, Eva, of course. Okay. So, end of the story. Thank you, God. Thank you all who collect all these stories for us. It's amusing, at least, yeah?
Yes.
Even if it's not true. But it could be true. It sounds very familiar to us, right? Yes. And many of our brothers and sisters are also falling, going back out again to fight with the whole world to survive. For survival only, yes. What else? What else is out there? What else is out there except just fighting for survival? Maybe you have a flashy car and you have only a golf cart to run around. Maybe they have it. The one who went out have a flashy car and you have a flashy golf cart. Maybe they go now eat fancy food and you eat whatever is cooked for you. Sometimes fancy, sometimes not. Yeah. But I have to tell you, when you give me some of this food, food shops, yeah, like in Paris, vegan bakery shop.
Yes.
Oh my God! I'm not sure how tempted Adam felt when he saw that apple. But I can tell you, I was very, very, very tempted when I saw all those cakes and bakeries and, oh my God, all sizes, all shapes, all color, all my favorites when I was in Paris. And I really, truly wish. I remember the host asked, "Oh, don't you wish that you could live near there?" I said, I do. Oh, man, yes. No wonder we have so many apples, because once he tasted it, he will remember forever. So he can plant in apples. We have a lot of apples, yes. And also invoke in you something, yeah, these kind of sensual pleasure feelings. So don't eat a lot of them. The kitchen gives you a lot, huh? Apple, right?
Yes.
It's okay. You eat with many other things, so maybe okay. The problem is that maybe Adam ate only that apple that day. He should have eaten it with like organic brown rice or Loving Hood made protein and stuff like that. Then maybe it's not so concentrated, huh? It could dilute it. It would probably have had less problems. Any questions? Anything you want to tell me about this story?
Yes, Master.
Tell me. Wow, nice clothes for New Year. Nice. Don't kneel. It hurt your knees. Yeah, just sit. Is it the floor clean? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, sit, please. Yes.
For the origin of life stories, in previous lectures, Master talked about the Buddhist stories where we were ethereal beings, we were invisible, and then we slowly drank the ocean and ate the foam of the ocean and became more materialized. And then became humans. How does the story of Adam and Eve work into that?
I wasn't there, baby. I guess similar, hi? I guess it's similar. The Buddha story was that we were originated from Brahman heaven, the third heaven even, very high. And then we came down. Originally, we can fly. We are light. We are not heavy and solid like this now. We can fly anywhere and we can do anything, go anywhere that we want. In the beginning, this world was empty. There was nobody. One of the Brahmins saw the throne is ready but empty for a leader. So he went down. He sat on the throne. But to be a king alone is very, very boring. So he needs some more company to be his subject, to rule, to feel important. Thus, slowly, he attracts others, tell them to come together. Okay, originally everyone is like heavenly beings because we came from heaven. Third heaven is very big deal already. Many people, many monks or priests, they practice all their life very, very ascetically. Still could not even reach that unless you have a real method. Because the method, the real self, has nothing to do with all the material things. So if you punish yourself or if you do too much asceticism, deny yourself many of the material pleasure, it has nothing to do with the soul. The soul doesn't even need anything like that. Only if you go inside and be yourself again, be the soul again, and disconnect with this body. That is then when you recognize yourself and then have more power. And then you can go to heavens because the soul will understand where to go. Not the body, not the mind, yes. In the beginning, even though we also have other kind of bodies, but the third heaven body, not the causal body, not the astral body even, the Brahmic body, very, very big shot already. Then come down, everybody has fun. They saw things on earth, they wanted to try. Originally, they saw some form, some kind of form, probably not just form, but maybe some kind of jelly, something that manifested by the water, and then they just eat that and feel it's good, and continue eating. Perhaps those, in the beginning, there's some sea beings, sea materials, just like maybe seaweed or something, but it wasn't so solid like the seaweed that we have now. Probably in some kind of transparent form or very tasty, delicious, or because the body of the Brahmic being never tasted any such thing. So when he tasted it first time, it felt so good. But then they continued to eat that for each other. Hey, try that for fun. Because they had nothing to do. Imagine you have everything, all the power. You can fly everywhere. You can manifest things. You can read each other's minds. You have no hindrance because your body is almost like ether. And then you are bored.
Yes.
Yeah? I guess that's why the angels fell. Because too bored, too good. Everything is so smooth, so easy. Whatever they wanted to do, it's just simple. Whatever they wanted to have, at the blink of an eye, they have it. So maybe too boring. More boring. And that was the reason also this was what created in another kind of legend that one practitioner stood on one leg for many kavas to worship God so that he can have a boon. And then God gave him a boon. Say, what do you want? And he said he wanted to create a world in which he rules, because the world that you created is too, not just boring, but too regular, Nothing interesting, nothing striking. So he wanted to create a world in which he rules. So God promised already, and then he created the world like this. Okay, right now. So maybe that's why the heavenly beings, they came down. Some of them, they fell. Because they wanted to have something different. Yes. There's another story, like one of the saints going up to heaven, he saw some people staying together in one very dark place full of smoke and toxic kind of air and dim light and all that. They stay there and playing cards together and drinking wine or alcohol and stuff. So the saint took pity on them and said, oh, why don't you follow me? And then I can take you to heaven. Okay, in the beginning they said, okay, why not? We can try. It feels like it's good. Then they went to heaven. and they cannot play cards there because people don't do it there. And after a while, they feel bored. They want to go back into that dark and filthy, smoke-filled and toxic place just to sit there and play cards together. Habits die hard. Yeah, that's what we say. So that's why not always people like heaven, eh? But after, if they, it's just a legend, it's just a story, you know. It doesn't mean it's always like that. But it could be true, you know, because look, many people, I saw in Malaysia when I was there for a lecture tour, in some of my beginning lecture tours, I saw some big high buildings, not very high, but many story buildings. It's all empty. And opposite side of that, under some trees, there are some shabby, it's simple hut and house, small hut. People live in there. I said, oh, what a contrast. One of the disciples told me in a taxi or something. He said, oh, the government built those high rises for them, for the people who live in these shabby houses. But they didn't want to go up there. They want to continue to live where they do. Yeah. Habit. They feel more homey there.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I guess it's like me. They do build some houses for me, but I prefer to stay in the small hut or cave, or whatever is available. Only when nothing is available, then I live in big house. I don't like it too much. Yeah. I don't like to ask people to help me clean all the time. But the big house, you must clean. I like cleanliness. And if a big house and I don't want people to come cleaning, then I have to clean. I feel better in the smaller house. And especially when I have a lot of work to do, then I can concentrate better because I don't need to worry too much about cleaning the house. It takes only 2 minutes to clean a little hut or maybe a tent or a cave. They do build some houses for me, but I prefer to stay in the small hut or cave, you know, whatever is available. Only when nothing is available, then I live in a big house. I don't like it too much. I don't like to ask people to help me clean all the time. But the big house, you must clean. I like cleanliness. If a big house and I don't want people to come cleaning, then I have to clean. Yes. I feel better in the smaller house. And especially when I have a lot of work to do, then I can concentrate better because I don't need to worry too much about cleaning the house. It takes only 2 minutes to clean a little hut or maybe a tent or a cave. Yes, it takes hours, at least 1 hour, 2 hours to clean the big house, like the house that I had that they built for me. Yes. I never lived in that house, I told you before. Before I did not. Just for a while, before I have the cave built. I lived there for a while, but I never liked. And it's after the cave was built. Before that, I lived in a tent, and they took the tent away. They demolished all the grass and the flowers that's natural around me, and I came back, I don't have anything. Then they built a big house for me. Only the 2-story building, but threatened to even build an escalator or so. I was laughing. So I stayed there for a while, and then after the cave was built, I moved to that cave, and I never came out. I never wanted to go to that house. Unless sometimes when some people have to come, and then my cave is too small. So I went there just for a meeting, and then went back to my cave. Only after I came back, the first time came back after 10 more years, then the dogs are coming, so I had to use that house for dogs also. But now, because I don't have dogs living around, I need to work a lot and meditate intensively on retreat, so I choose a small place again, which is very good. It's getting smaller all the time. It's happier for me. I don't have to spend a lot of time for labor work. And I'm happy in it because everything is nearby. Yes. I don't have to go far to search for things and forget where it is. Here I cannot forget anything. It's right there. It's always around. For example, I use my bed for like a makeup table, and I use these plastic boxes with the opening on the side. I use them to put under one piece of wood. Then that is a bed. And because that is a bed, and I can open it and put my things in it. So if I put a sofa, then there's no room underneath. There's a different place, you have to organize differently.
Yes.
And I also put a couple of these plastic boxes, these organized boxes,
Yes.
but with the opening on one side instead of open on top. So it's like a drawer.
Yes.
I put a piece of wood on it, and that is my table. That's the desk from which I'm talking to you right now.
Wow.
Wow. It functions
Yeah.
just the same. And I have room, I have drawers down below it to put my things inside. So if I want to reach for a book, it's right there. Open, take it out. It saves a lot of space. I don't need a bigger place. I don't need a big house. If a big house, then you have different stuff, like you have a big sofa in it, and you have a big desk. But if you don't have room, then you put, drawers underneath, and you lay on top, or you work on top. Depends.
Yes, Master.
It's the same. It's functioning. You saw me one time when you went together with me to my cave in Newland, remember?
Yes.
Yes.
I have one, those steps they make the plastic to step on, but it's like a chair also, because it's short and it's just a few steps for you to maybe climb to the shelf to take some books or something. It's not a serious kind of ladder, no?
Yes.
And I worked on that as my desk. I use that also to climb into my tent. My tent is on the higher platform. Those are platforms, they made them before, not that I made it. They made them before. The old ex-owner, they put statues on it because there was like a resort. People came to have fun and to bow to Buddha statues and all that. After they sold, they removed all the statues away, and I occupy. My tent is kind of high for me. So if I put the circle steps next to it, I can step and go to my tent on the high level there, high platform there. Then when I don't need it, I take it out, use it as a desk. It functions. It's all the same.
Yeah.
You still can work on it. Yes. The things are only good if they function.
Yes, Master.
So it doesn't matter. One of you criticize, say, oh, we have a better desk. I say, no. Remember? One of your brothers keep looking at it. I say, what are you looking at? Somebody doesn't like my desk. He say, yeah, we have better desks or something. I said, never mind, it works. It functions as a desk. It's the same. Did I answer your question? Means, what was it? Did I say? How come it takes so? I went all over the place. They eat these kind of things because it's the material things. It contains in earth materials like something from the earth, has soil substance in it and water substance in it. In the Brahman heaven, you don't know these things because it's a different world. So when they saw it, they're curious, flying around all day doing nothing, also bored. So they tasted it and strange, strange, it tastes good. Continue eating. After the form is no more, or they see all the crawling plants, crawling fruit, they begin to taste them also. The more they ate, the more solid they became, more heavy. They cannot fly anymore. And you know what they look like. Yeah, look at me, then you know. Or look at your neighbors, yes. Probably we have eaten a lot. We still do, right? So that is that. Then in the beginning, according to that Buddha story, later on they have nothing more interesting. They pray and then God gives them rice. In the beginning, there's a big grain of rice. Then it was rolled to each house every day. Everybody can take what they need. And it was rolled to the next. But later they keep eating, then it's not enough, so they wanted to plant them so that they will have a lot. So here we are, okay? Now we have a lot of cereals, different types. At the beginning, and then afterwards, they organize it, they plant it, and then they put all in one store. Anybody who needs just goes there and gets. Later on, people are lazy, don't want to go to get even. They go one time and they take a lot. Everybody goes at one time and take a lot, so others come later, don't have. And then begins this conflict because of food. Yeah, we have nowadays still. Then they have to have somebody vote somebody to to settle the dispute. See who is what, did what, why. That's how police came into being, government came into existence, and that's how we have a mess nowadays. It comes from food. It still does. We have any kind of government, we have to bear it. And sometimes we protest, sometimes we have to accept it. We have done it all ourselves, okay? We have done to us all this trouble because of food. So that was that Buddha story. But what was your question? Can you refresh it?
Well, I
please?
was wondering if, like, Adam and Eve, how do they work into that Buddha story? Were they like one of those third level beings that came down?
Perhaps. I did not ask him, but perhaps. It's similar, yeah? Maybe it's a similar story. Adam and Eve later, they probably have to plant their own food. Maybe in the beginning, God took pity and then give them some, like the rice that was rolled to their house. Originally, we don't have physical contact with each other or anything, but because they're woman and man, and then suddenly they eat, and they became more desirous of other things. Like the body changed, and the hormones changed, DNA changed, their attitude changed, their mind changed, their thoughts changed. Then they desire each other, and they couple with each other, and then other people who did not do it yet say, oh, how come, what are they doing? Why are they doing that? Oh, this is not very good looking, it's not dignified. So they're hiding. They find caves to hide, or if they don't have, then they begin to build houses. That's how they live together, and then have houses, and they're comfortable. They don't want to go to take food from the store anymore. They just take a lot so that it will last for a long time. So they don't have to go every day. Everybody does that. They copy each other. Slowly, we have man and woman, and then we have this physical connection, and we have the babies, and then humans just keep coming, and this is how our world manifested. I guess Adam and Eve in the beginning also similar like that. Maybe they found anything to eat, maybe leaves or fruit, anything. Slowly, if they walk around, they probably find something, and then they will try. Yeah, and then they will probably plant more of that if they like it for the future. Or maybe they eat and then they just throw the seed out and then they grow more. Some trees are so easy. The fruit just falls on the ground and they become trees so quickly. In one of the places where I lived before, they plant some, they call it hai pingguo, meaning sea apple. The fruit, I was told, is poisonous, you cannot eat. I don't see any other things eat it either. It keeps falling from the tree, and they grow all over around the tree. If you don't cut them and don't take them away, there will be a jungle in no time. They just grow like that, just fall on the ground, and the flesh and the skin become rotten after a while, and then they just grow up so fast. Many trees and plants, they grow so fast like that, right? Yes. So that's how things are developed. And from our desires, things come more. The more we desire, the more we are entangled with our desired object. Then we get more and more solid, more and more connected with this earth, which is heavier than the light and the original vibration of heavens. So now the quantum method is the one that you can see the light again. You can connect yourself back to the vibration, original vibration. That's how gradually, eventually, you will realize that you're not the body. You go back to the source. Because the more you eat before, the more we recognize this body as us. That's what we say. We say, I do this, I do that. I am hungry. The body is hungry. Not you. Yes, that is the thing. I don't know if I answer your question correctly, okay or not?
Yes, Master. Thank you, Master.
You happy? Yes.
Yes, Master. Thank you.
I guess the Buddha lived in India, okay? And Adam lived in, I would say Egypt or somewhere. The Tigris or Jordan River, where is that? Somewhere in the Middle East, right?
Maybe Iraq.
Arab? Yeah, somewhere in the Arab area, yeah?
Yes.
So maybe all the stories travels to different landscape and become modified a little bit, okay? So I guess that is similar. Maybe it's just one story, but explained in different ways, more graphically in different situations. Okay, yeah?
Yes, Master. Thank you.
I guess that's what it was. All right. Any other questions? You didn't think of it before, huh?
Master, you mentioned before that some planets have evolved to merge with AI. And also on our planet at the moment, we're heading towards more advanced robotics, and they're talking about merging even humans with AI so we can live longer. And
Oh, yes.
is this moving away from God's will, or is it okay to do that?
It's not okay. It's not okay. They are already planting chips in some monkeys.
Yes.
And they're kind of thinking of planting chips in humans' brain or in humans' body, maybe with some substances or elements to strengthen you or to make you more intelligent. I'm not sure. This is uncharted waters, okay?
Okay, Master. Have other planets had experience where maybe they destroyed themselves by going too far in that direction, away
Yeah.
from God?
Possible. Possible that we stray from nature. But what can we do? Humans are like that. They have to experiment with things, even though sometimes it's catastrophic. They don't know it until it's catastrophic. You see, we experience many things, and then we make like atom bombs.
Yeah.
And now many of the strong countries have atom bombs or H bomb, whatever you call that. And whatever that is a bomb, is destructive and is explosive. It's very difficult to get rid of them because everybody has it. So nobody wants to kind of get rid of them because they worry that if you get rid of the atom bomb or you don't make one, then the neighbor stronger than you will take advantage of your weakness, etc. So this is a kind of very dangerous development. But humans, they are doing this all the time. One way or another, they will probably try to experiment with something. They already are doing it. It's just maybe in some corner, or maybe military, or maybe some secret laboratory beyond our eyesight. We don't want to let the public know yet. Many things they have developed, they use it only for military, some secret agent stuff. Whatever. What can we do? Cannot stop them. I don't know if we live longer with that. And if we do, what kind of humans will we become? It's uncharted waters yet. But some people just have to develop it or experience it. So we just have to wait and see. Huh?
Okay, thank you, Master.
Or don't ever see. So there may be always some kind of experiments going on all the time in the human's world, which is good in a way. Otherwise, we would not be able to talk like this now.
Yes, Master.
Without some experimentation or trying the unknown, we would not develop this and that physical technology to make life more comfortable. But sometimes too comfortable and not too natural anymore. Then we just greedy for more and more stuff and don't know where we're going. And the moral standard keeps going lower. That is the problem.
Yes.
If it goes together with the development, then it's easier to control. But if people just develop like AI and without any source of moral and limit control of the actions, of the consequences, then it could be not very safe.
Yes.
Yeah. So wisdom has to go with love also. Yes. And moral. Otherwise it could be dangerous. Yeah, look at the atom bomb.
Yes.
And now not only we can't get rid of it, other countries also are trying to develop it to be as strong as the neighbors for security or just for showing off. Whatever reason, is not safe.
Yes, Master.
Just a button or just some mechanism, and then one country maybe boom, done, gone. Or the world even. Or most of the world, or half of it, or some quarter of it. It's a very dangerous situation that we're living in. It's on edge. It's edgy. Luckily, nothing yet happened like that. But there is always the possibility. Huh? Okay? Nowadays we develop too much into the wrong direction. So that's why any country has to buy some weapons from a stronger country or develop more because other country is maybe too strong and it might swallow this country up and all that. So your question is also a very good question. But I don't know how to control that. I can't. The humans, they just do all kinds of, they have to try all kinds of things. Until maybe it all blows up in our face, like Atlantis and Lemuria.
Yes, Master.
Sometimes people come across, they dig out some big cities buried under the earth. Could be one of those accidents where the whole city was destroyed, ruined, kaput, and go to the sea or either bury underground. Some of these bomb accidents, some chemical things went wrong. Some experiments did not succeed. And now we're still doing it. So what to do? Just take care of yourself. Practice, meditate. In case you have to go that way, we have somewhere to go. Okay?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
That's it. That's the main point. Any more questions, love?
Master mentioned about the Martians, and Mars was destroyed due to meat eating and as such, and some survived. Does that mean they are more spiritual now, the underground Martians?
Yeah. A little bit more. Like fourth level.
Wow.
They have a master, your fourth level master. So some are third, some are fourth level down there.
Yes, Master.
They have very limited resources. So they eat only almost recycling things and eat very little.
Do they have the technology to hide themselves like the underground earthlings here?
You mean bunker stuff?
To hide themselves from
From the earthlings?
earth people that would come?
I'm not sure, baby. I have to ask them. And I'm not sure if we can hide anything from humans. I mean, in the long run.
Yes, Master.
They're very curious, very stubborn, and very strong-willed. Or maybe Martians don't want to hide. Or maybe they don't have enough technology to hide. Because after their world was ruined, there are very little elements or materials left. So they live frugally and simply. Oh, whatever happens, happens, huh?
Yes, Master.
Master,
Yeah.
the IBM company has made a quantum computer recently. It's about hundreds of millions times faster than the supercomputer that we have now.
Huh?
So the AI tech might develop like humans. And in some AI movies, there are robots that seem to have feelings. My question is, if a soul can live in those robots with this kind of highly developed AI technology?
Okay. Possible.
Possible.
Possible that some soul want to occupy the robot and move around with it. Or some demons or some ghost. Because sometimes ghosts, they even occupy some statues just to have somewhere to inhabit, Or they occupy the trees, become tree gods and all that. The Buddha was one time a tree god, the deity of the tree. He told many stories about that. I didn't have time to read all that for you. So in the evolution of humans, we became many, many things. and many beings, even trees, and even rocks. Remember the story in the Surangama Sura, I have told you that even some of the substances from the moon or from the other planets fell down on the gold, and then it became some ghosts and some demons or some stuff. Don't remember? So if some essence or some substances could turn some piece of gold or rock into some living being, then anything is possible. Anything is possible with the robots. That properly some of the soul or wandering ghosts had taken up that robot to use. This body was taken up to use. It was dead already, cold and stiff. That's why my face has some imperfection, because the body already became stiff. My face, for example, this side a little different. Can use, okay? The soul is powerful, or some deities are powerful, and ghosts and demons, they can make use of them, and thus you feel like they have feeling. So some film make it out of that. Maybe they know some of that. Maybe just imagination. Maybe it's from some true story. Okay?
Thank you, Master.
Yes, because if a soul or if a ghost occupies the robot, which he can make use of movements and all that, and the robot, if it's made so sophisticated as if a human, it's just only a material thing. Just like our bodies also are material things. The mind is the one that makes it move. The soul is controlling the mind, and the mind controls the body. So if the ghosts have all these conditions, then they can control the robot, you see, and make it live, just like a person, and has feeling, of course. Ghosts have feeling, because they have souls in them, and demons too. So it's possible, huh? Yeah. Is that your question answered?
Yes. Thank
Okay.
you, Master.
Okay. You're welcome. Your voice is different, very American. Any other questions? Woman, no questions?
No, Master.
No, too comfy. Sit there sleeping already after all these cakes, candies, and chocolate. How can you even move? I'm glad that you still sit there, looking polite. Yeah. Okay, then I let you go if you have no more questions. Let you sleep. Have a very good New Year's dream. Of cakes. Again.
Happy
You're
New Year,
welcome.
Master.
Happy New
Happy
Year,
New Year,
Master.
Master.
Happy New Year, better New Year. And thank you for all the hard-working years, and will be. Ciao, baby.
Thank you, Master.
Love,
We love you, Master.
love you too.
Love you, Master.
Yeah. Behave. Love you. Ciao.